League present OBL Open Men's Volleyball League Season 1. Magharaw Power Spikers, Ateneo Golden Knights, 𝐏𝐍𝐒 Volleyball Sorsogon, UNC Greyhounds, 𝐕𝐎𝐋𝐿𝐷, Tiger Men's Volleyball, PMC Health Defenders, Suyan Baao Volleyball Club, OBL Open Men's Volleyball League Season 1. Catch all the Oragon volleyball action on GNN Naga Digital TV Channel 48.1 and on Facebook, GNN TV 48 Naga, Oragon Sports TV, Oragon Basketball League, and on GNN TV 48 Naga YouTube channel. Powered by PLDT. Presented by DLP Printing Services, Naga College Foundation Incorporated, Safe Gas Station, Daily Gold Philippines, Cancer Eye Center, Uma Hotel Plus Residences, Agala Glass, Naga Optical, Kanakman Vice Mayor JJ Abante, University of Santo Tomas Legazpi, AD Sportswear and Apparel, Universidad de Santa Isabel, Respol Dental Clinic, Hardshed Hardware and Construction Supply, BCC Lloyd Supermart, Massive Builders System Incorporated, Carmelos, Just Brew, Claypot Restaurant and Cafe, Bad Guys, Chicken Run Boneless Fried Chicken, Motomo TV, Dolcas Construction and Supply, Digital Graphics Advertising, AAT Ads, Jag Sportswear, Tiger's Cafe, and Lemon Residences.
Tanga ta diri ko nababay na GNN TV 48 Naga.
Kalma. Lumipat lang ang GNN TV 48 Naga sa channel 48.1.
What?
Direk, ang simple lang ng solusyon dyan. Kunin ang remote, pumunta sa menu Setup o Settings, at hanapin at pindutin ang scan at hintayin. Then, boom! Balik na si GNN sa channel 48 mo. Para sa mga balitang nangunguna at napapanahon,
At sa mga programang suwak sa panlasa mo.
tutok lang sa GNN TV 48 Naga,
Bida ang Bicolano!
Oragon Sports TV Liga ng mga Kampiyon and Oragon Basketball League present OBL Open Men's Volleyball League Season 1. Magharaw Power Spikers, Ateneo Golden Knights, 𝐏𝐍𝐒 Volleyball Sorsogon, UNC Greyhounds, 𝐕𝐎𝐋𝐿𝐷, Tiger Men's Volleyball, PMC Health Defenders, Suyan Baao Volleyball Club, OBL Open Men's Volleyball League Season 1. Catch all.
And good afternoon, Bicolan. Diyan dito na po tayo sa ating pangatlong laban ngayong hapon na ito. It's between the UNC Greyhounds versus the Baao community. At ngayong hapon na po ito, makakasama niyo po ang inyong mga commentators. I am Cristina Cancer Reyes, and with me, kasama ko pa rin po si Kelly Francisco.
Well, Dean, this is a different thing na naman. It's the battle between the collegiate one and of course the place na ni-represent, which is yung Baao. However, the level of the competition here is still that high kahit na first season pa lamang ito ng Oragon Volleyball League.
And of course, yung UNC Greyhounds, napanood natin siya during Bukal season. And now, Baao, first time natin mapapanood ng live dito sa Oragon Sports TV. Kaya titignan natin kung ano nga ba yung ipapakita dito ng Baao community sa laban nila against the UNC Greyhounds. As we all know, UNC Greyhounds, we have here Rico Huerta, we have here Murada, Ampongan, and the rest of the players of the UNC Greyhounds. So let's see kung ano kaya, kung same play lang yung mapapanood natin sa UNC Greyhounds or there will be changes now na hindi lang mga collegiate ang makakalaban nila.
However, team, syempre, as you have said nga, it's, you know, very usual na sa atin makita yung UNC Greyhounds dito to play against other teams. However, there are new faces naman dito on their part. Meron new setters, merong new liberos, merong new spikers, and we will see on how they will be able to contribute on their team. And on the side of the Baao naman, new faces, unfamiliar faces on this team. However, I know they have the same goal to win on this competition, to win on the first ever OBL Open Men's Volleyball Tournament.
And now, Suyan Baao. Ang dami nang sumusuporta agad sa kanila. Shoutout dito kay J. Bertin Abalin na talaga namang ang dami niyang pa-shoutout dito sa ating comment section sa Oragon Sports TV. Of course, mapapanood po tayo ng live sa Oragon Sports TV, sa General TV 48 Naga, sa official Facebook page ng Oragon or ng OBL. And then, we are live here at Holy Rosary Minor Seminary. Kaya kung malapit lang man po kayo, mas lalo na yung ating UNC community, malapit lang po dito, talagang pumunta na po kayo dito para isupport po ang ating mga kupunan na maglalaban-laban ngayong araw na ito.
And later on, after, of course, this warm-up of these players, we will be seeing how they will turn this game into a different level. Siyempre, it's a best set of 5 games. Dito, di natin mapipredict kung sino ang makakuha ng first 3 sets or aabot na ito sa decision game or the 5 sets.
Yes, of course, kasi same sa ating first and second game na 3 set lang yung ating napanood doon against 𝐕𝐽𝐽 as well as Sorsogon team na sila nga po yung nakakuha ng kanilang unang panalo dito sa mga nakalaban nilang kupunan. And as we can see with these two teams, the UNC Greyhounds and the Suyan Baao, medyo maliit yung ating Baao team, but let's see, small but incredible. Aabangan natin yan kapag nasa loob na sila ng hardcourt kung ano nga ba yung kanilang ipapakita dito. Because this is Oragon Volleyball League, talagang maganda yung magiging laban ng ating mga kapunan dito. So let's see and wait. Kaya naman para sa mga nanood sa atin ng live, magpa-shoutout lamang po kayo dahil babasahin po natin yan maya-maya lamang. And of course, ready na on the side of the UNC Greyhounds. Still on the side, we have Eliza Velan. Eliza, anong balita natin dyan on the side of UNC Greyhounds?
Diyos Mabalestin and Kelly at magandang araw po sa lahat ng patuloy na nakasubaybay sa atin ngayon dito sa GNN TV 48 Naga, Oragon Sports TV, Liga ng mga Kampiyon. We're down to the third game for today, Suyan Baao versus UNC Greyhounds. And this time, I'm here at the side of Suyan Baao, reporting exclusively mga kaibigan. Kasama po natin ngayon ang head coach ng Suyan Baao, no other than Mr. Chris Bayrante. Hi Sir Chris, kumusta ka po?
Okay naman po. Feeling good and feeling confident naman po kami ngayong araw na to.
Ngayon sir, gusto pong malaman ng ating mga kaibigan, mga kasama natin ngayon. Ang name po ng inyong team ay Suyan Baao. Pwede niyo po bang ikwento sa amin ano nga po ba ang ibig sabihin ng Suyan sa Suyan Baao name?
Actually, yung Suyan, yung ibig sabihin ng Suyan is just term po siya sa Baao, which means dyan, doon. Suyan. Yun na po kasi yung parang ginawang mga parang moniker ng mga taga-ibang lugar sa Rinconada, mga taga-Suyan, like that. So ngayon, ang ginawa namin, yun na po yung ginamit namin since yun din naman yung moniker na ginagamit sa Baao, edi gamitin natin in a positive way.
Okay, so Suyan Baan doon sa Baao, parang doon sa Baao ang mga magagaling, ganyan malalakas. Ngayon sir, meron ka po bang message sa inyong team?
Yung message po sa aking team, just do your part. Maglaro lang sila ng kung ano yung laro nila and malalabas naman po yun nila pag kung ano yung linaro nila. Yan.
Thank you so much Coach. Now you have the chance para i-shout out naman at pasalamatan lahat ng sumusuporta, lahat ng fans from Baao community. Go ahead.
Hello po sa lahat ng mga taga Baao, lalong-lalo na po sa mga members po ng Suyan Baao Volleyball Club. Actually, we're a very big club team sa Baao. Around hundreds na po kami sa Baao. Hello po sa inyo and please support us this game.
And maraming salamat, Coach Chris Bayrante. Suportahan niyo po ang Suyan Baao. Muli, this is Mary Bless Eliza Balen ang maghahatid sa inyo ng siksik-liglig, walang labis, walang kulang na mga tsikahan at balita sa loob at labas ng hardcourt. Balik sa inyo, Tin and Kelly.
Thank you so much, Bless, and thank you so much, Coach, for that update. And of course, as the coach have said earlier, na they have a big community, and in their place dun sa Baao, there are almost 100 of members, and we will see kung ano pa ang kaya nilang ipakita dito sa different level or different tournament. Dito lamang yan sa OBL Open Men's Volleyball Tournament.
And now, a handshake between UNC Greyhounds and Suyan Baao. Napakaganda nung ibig sabihin ng pangalan ng koponan.
Napaka-unique actually.
Oo, Suyan Baao. And now this is a handshake between UNC Greyhounds and Suyan Baao. Now this is an exciting game. Pangatlong laro na po ito para sa ating OVL first day ngayong araw na ito. And now, Suyan Baao, one of the teams that we need to watch out for. And of course,
actually all of the teams that we need to watch out for, pero I think iba yung presence ng Suyan Baao dito. Talagang alam mong lalaban sila, even hindi alam mo, they don't have that exposure too much. Hindi katulad dito UNC Greyhound that they already having exposure, especially sa Bukal and other tournaments. But right now, feeling ko mas maganda din yung advance nila kasi nagtipon-tipon yung magagaling na mga taga-Baao talaga team.
so this is an exciting game. So let's just wait up until the start of our set number 1. But right now, as we can see on the court, it is the UNC Greyhounds. Of course, the familiar faces, the familiar positions and names here. We have Cesar Antonio, the rest of the players of UNC Greyhounds. We've watched them play on Bukal. Napakaganda nung performance dito ng UNC Greyhounds. They have a final matchup with NCF Tigers back then. And then the performance was still lit. But right now, with this new set of teams, this will be different. Of course, the strategy of the teams, the techniques, and the preparation of the coaches, well, it's very different. Dahil nga nasabi natin yung Baao or yung Suyan Baao, hindi natin sila madalas makita sa TV or sa live coverage. So right now, sa ating mapapanood ngayon, this is an exciting because we can see the determination here of Suyan Baao. So in just a few minutes, we will start this game of UNC Greyhounds and Suyan Baao. Now, just a quick shout out sa ating mga nanonood dito. Still, J. Berdin Abalin na talaga namang solid supporter ng Suyan Baao. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pag-antabay. Kay Kim, kay Cruz, Cedric James, at kay J. Berdin Abalin. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsuporta ngayong araw na ito. And this is not possible without our sponsors. Siyempre, papasalamatan din po natin ang ating mga sponsors for this afternoon dahil kung hindi po dahil sa kanila, hindi po magagawa ito ating OVL Season 1. Maraming salamat po sa DOP Printing Services para sa aming uniform, Naga College Foundation Incorporated, Safe Gas Station, Dalagold Philippines, 𝐏𝐿 Center, Uma Hotel Plus Residences, Aguila Glass, Naga Optical, Kanaaman Vice Mayor JJ Abante, University of Santo Tomas Legazpi, Kitty Sportswear and Apparel, Universidad de Santa Isabel, Rispol Dental Clinic, Hardshed Hardware and Construction Supplies, BCC Lloyd Supermart, Massive Builders, Carmelo's Just Brew, Claypot Restaurant and Cafe, Bad Guys, Chicken Run, Boneless Fried Chicken, Motomo TV, Nalcas Construction and Supply, sa Digital Graphics Advertising, AET Ads, Jag Sportswear, Tigers Cafe, and Naman Residences. Maraming salamat po.
Now, as you can see on the television, and on your screen, the UNC Greyhounds starting to warm up. Now speaking of the UNC Greyhound, let's hear on the side court our courtside reporter. We have Eliza. Eliza, take it away.
Hi, Tin and Kelly, and good afternoon, volleyball fans. The court side is ready for an exciting and electrifying matchup between the UNC Greyhounds versus Baao volleyball team. But of course, exciting games comes from the strategic minds and the backbone of every team. Right here with me is the head coach of the Greyhounds, Coach Pina. Coach, good afternoon. Since this is the first day of Oragon Volleyball League, can you share with us your preparations po?
Napakasimple lang naman ng preparations namin. And always training hanggang sa magawa namin yung gusto naming mangyari inside the court for today's game. Yun lang.
Alright, Coach, since you are very much prepared for the OBL, can you share with us po kung ano yung i-expect ng audience sa Greyhounds?
Well, I think they should expect a very intense game today. Alam naman namin that all the participating teams are well prepared and well equipped. So, yun lang talaga. This is going to be a very intense game for us.
Now, Coach, you have the floor to invite and invite them to support the Greyhounds for this season.
Okay. I would like to invite all the Greyhounds community of the University of 𝐻𝐿𝐵 to always continue supporting us sa lahat ng games, sa lahat ng magiging games ng UNC men's volleyball team.
Alright, thank you, Coach, and good luck. So expect a fast-paced, high-stakes showdown between the two teams with everything to prove. Don't go anywhere. The first serve is just moments away here in GNN TV 48 Naga and Oragon Sports TV. Back to the panel.
Thank you so much, Ali. Ayan nga ang ating UNC Greyhounds. Just like what Coach Moreno said, it will be an intense matchup na ibibigay ng UNC Greyhounds against Suyan Baao. So now let's see if this will really happen right now. And based sa mga sinabi dito ni Coach Moreno, it will be sure a good game that we were going to watch here. So stay tuned and let's see what will happen in the next set of this game. And of course, again, we are live here on Holy Rosary Minors Seminary, and of course, live on our Facebook page, GNN TV 48 Naga and Oragon Sports TV. Kaya naman, para sa ating mga team bahay dyan, pwede po kayong manood at i-enjoy po ang ating mga intense matchup ngayon. For our UNC Greyhounds, just like what we said here, these are the players here. We have Morada, Morabe, Antonio, of course, the team captain, Servidad, a former NCF Tigers. Quinto, Barawel, Rivero, Ampongan, Texon, Periabras, Quimpo, Nagrampa, Pahinago, Panambo, Ricahuerta, Orpia, Butial, Rile. Yan yung mga aabangan po nating players from the side of UNC Greyhounds.
And of course, on the side of the Suyan Baao naman, aabangan naman natin sina Brebonorea, Micaler, Bayos, Mendoza, Salgado, De La Dia, Benosa, Dorowin, Bisenyo, Rojales, Banyaria, Francis Brebonoria, Jay Cadag, Dion Barila, Jade Albalate, and Jan Bonel. Of course, Nicole Brebonoria. Yan, naabangan po natin silang lahat dito sa match-up ng Suyan Baao versus the UNC Greyhounds.
And in just a few minutes, we will start this third matchup today. It's Suyan Baao versus UNC Greyhounds, only here on Oragon Sports TV, Liga ng mga Kampiyon.
Oragon Sports TV, Liga ng mga Kampiyon, and Oragon Basketball League present OBL Open Men's Volleyball League Season 1. Magarao Power Spikers, Ateneo Golden Knights, 𝐎𝐿𝐴 Volleyball Sorsogon, UNC Greyhounds, Arriba Iriga, Tiger Men's Volleyball, PMC Health Defenders, Suyan Baao Volleyball Club, OBL Open Men's Volleyball League Season 1. Catch all the Oragon volleyball action on GNN Naga Digital TV Channel 48.1 and on Facebook, GNN TV 48 Naga, Oragon Sports TV, Oragon Basketball League, and on GNN TV 48 Naga YouTube channel. Powered by PLDT. Presented by DLP Printing Services, Naga College Foundation Incorporated, Safe Gas Station, Daily Gold Philippines, Camsur Eye Center, Uma Hotel Plus Residences, Agala Glass, Naga Optical, Kanakman Vice Mayor JJ Abante, University of Santo Tomas Legazpi, AD Sportswear and Apparel, Universidad de Santa Isabel, Respol Dental Clinic, Hardshed Hardware and Construction Supply, BCC Lloyd Supermart, Massive Builders System Incorporated, Carmelos, Just Brew, Claypot Restaurant and Cafe, Bad Guys, Chicken Run Boneless Fried Chicken, Motomo TV, Locus Construction and Supply, Digital Graphics Advertising, AAT Ads, Jag Sportswear, Tiger's Cafe, and Lemon Residences.
And we are back inside of the Holy Rosary Minors Seminary para sa ating third game today. It's between the UNCF or the UNC Greyhounds versus the Suyan Baao. And now, let's meet our starting lineup here. Now, this is an exciting game since we don't know how Baao will face off with UNC Greyhounds. So let's see here now. Now we can see on the side of Suyan Baao, we have jersey number 6 here, John Mark Bayos. Jersey number 11, James Andrew Doroin. Jersey number 12, Roque Bisanyo. Jersey number 17, Christian J. Kadag. Jersey number 5, and the rest of the players of Suyan Baao. Now, on the side of UNC Greyhounds, we have Antonio Ampongan, Rile, Kimpo, jersey number 6, Quinto, and jersey number 17, Rico Huerta.
And now the UNC Greyhounds, Rico Huerta, will be serving on their side. And now getting ready to start this set. It's the battle between the UNC Greyhounds and the Suyan Baao. And we'll start our first set. Now Rico Huerta, the setter, will be serving. Full reception there, start pa lang. Dig there, now Rile. And a good point, and that's a block touch. That is outside block for the Baao.
First point will go on the side of the UNC Greyhounds. Now, still Rico Huerta on that service line.
What a good spike! Wow, a strong hit coming from jersey number 17, Christian J. Kadag.
This is what we're talking about. We don't know how Baao will play. And now that's a good start for Suyan Baao. Now let's see here. What a service error here.
Now Antonio will be serving for the UNC Greyhound. Good serve. Poor reception there. Now chance. Oops. And that goes straight down to the net for the Suyan Baao.
So you can see maganda yung ipinapakita ngayon ng Suyan Baao even though meron silang mga errors, but there's still hope for them since we're only starting the set number 1.
That's true. You can see on there yung mga galawan nila sa court. They actually know what they're doing. However, hindi naman yung errors will always be there, and it's up to them how they're able to cope with that situation.
There's a lot of potential for these kids right now. Now, Antonio. Quick attack on Another point converted on the side of UNC Greyhounds. Now this is a good start for them. With that,
an early timeout called for the Suyan Baao. Well, actually, you can see there, yung galawan nila sa loob ng court, alam mo talagang meron silang ipapakita. However, syempre, I think it's new to them for the Suyan Baao. They are now adjusting inside the court, considering I think it's their first time to harapin yung collegiate team na to, yung UNC Greyhound. But let's see on how they will be able to cope in that situation and of course elevate the game for this matchup. First set pa naman.
Yes, sinabi na nga natin kanina, merong potential itong Suyan Baao. So let's just see how this game will unfold in this set number 1. 5-1 ang ating score. Now, Antonio to serve.
Good receive there. Now setting up the open, and that's no check according to the first referee. Biseños trying to but I think the line judge have seen that it is indeed a check ball. Indeed a check ball for the Suyan Baao. So the point will be given to Suyan Baao.
Now, they need to watch out for Kadag. An attacker on the side of Suyan Baao.
Huerta to Rile. Good pick up, but another good one.
Not just for attacking, but also for blocking here. Good start here for Suyan Baao. Just 2 points till they got to that point of UNC.
Good save. However, di controlled yung bola doon. That's a good point for the UNC Greyhound. That was Quinto. Doroin, and that goes straight down to the net. That spike. Puntos po dito ng UNC with 7-3.
Ampongan serving.
Good receive to the opposite. Again, what a defense there for the UNC Greyhounds. I think that was Quinto. Who blocked that spike. Bantay sarado dito. Ampongan again. Now setting up to the open. Dorowin. Good pick up. Now Rile. Free. Combination play, and that's no point. That's too much on that spike. That was out for Dorowin.
Kailangan nilang tingnan muna bago aatake dito to make sure that this will be their point. Once again,
another block for the UNC Greyhound. And this time, I think it was a Rile who blocked that. Gandang depensa ang pinapakita dito ng Greyhounds. Ampongan still on the service line. The opposite again. Now, chance. Now, Brebenoria setting up to Dorowin. Good pick up there by Ampongan. Now, Rile gagawa ng paraan. Brebenoria with that save to the opposite. A long one. Now, Ricoberta to Quinto, and that breaks down the wall by Quinto, and it's 10-3 for the UNC Greyhounds.
Ito yung sinasabi kanina ni Coach Moreno. Expect an intense game and a well gameplay for UNC Greyhounds. Talagang ni-ready nila yung kanilang kupunan dito for OVL. Now let's see if this will continue. Ampongan.
Ooh, this time naman, it's a good block for the Suyan Baao. It's jersey number 5.
That was a monster block coming from him.
It's actually, he's very tall, team. As you can see now. However, binawi naman dito sa error na yon yung puntos na ibinigay niya kanina sa kanyang team. That is why it's 12-4 now for the UNC Greyhounds.
They need to lessen now their errors from service to floor defense. Needs to tighten it. Look at that one, Bayos. Medyo napalakas doon.
That was long for Bayos. Combination play. And a good point for Doroin.
Now let's take a look at that one more time. As Doroin with that attack.
Actually, Kimpo was there.
Oo.
But too much, yung atras ni Kimpo doon, hindi nakuha yung bola. Now, an early substitution for the Baao. Quinto, with that drop into the donut hole of the Suyan Baao. 3 point.
Floor defense on the side of Suyan Baao. They need to tighten that one dahil nahahanapan sila dito ng butas ng UNC Greyhounds. And that one, it's an error coming from UNC Greyhounds. Now jersey number 11, Doroin to serve. Ooh, an ace! 14-7 now on our scoreboard here. Not bad for Suyan Baao. Now let's see it one more time here. As Doroin will serve once again.
Now Rico Huerta's attempt to Antonio. Good block there. In the middle! That was a good point for Rivero. And look at the replay. Look at that. Talagang sure point for the UNC Greyhounds. Now, good trap ball. And that was a lucky one for the Suyan Baao. That was jersey number 3.
Now 15-8 on our scoreboard. Still on the lead itong ating UNC Greyhounds. Abangan with that strong attack. Still continuing, giving us strong attacks here. Good tactics on the side of Greyhounds. Now jersey number 17 serving. But that score will be on the UNC Greyhounds. There's a rotational violation here on the side of Suyan Baao. Pero tama pala yung position ng mga players dito.
So that was a dead ball. No score for that. Prebonaria with the receive. Oh, good save, good pick up there. Now Rile setting up to the open again. Good dig. However, hindi nahabol doon ni Rico Huerta on that dig coming from Quinto. Look at that.
Gandang atake on that side of Suyan Baao by jersey number 3. Pabawi dito. Cirile on the side of UNC Greyhounds. 17-9. Just 8 points away itong UNC Greyhounds on getting that set number 1. Now Antonio to serve here.
Alboneria with the receive. Good pickup by Rile. Now Quinto, but that's too low. Too low for that. And that goes straight to the net. Puntos for the Suyan Baao.
Manambo checks in here. An exchange of Antonio.
Now, Dorowin to Quinto. It's a good pickup. Dorowin once again. Good dig! Again! Sayang! Bantay sarado sana dito ng UNC Greyhounds. Yung si Dorowin, however, that's too strong for that. Kaya naman puntos for the Suyan Baao. Now still on the service line, jersey number 3. Ecoberta, Torile. And that goes straight down to the net. Humahabol dito. It's 17-12 on the scoreboard.
And this is what we're waiting for dito sa ating Suyan Baao. It's not yet their potential, pero andun na eh. 17-12 on our scoreboard. Let's make it 18 after that error from the side of Suyan Baao. Now Ampongan to serve.
Good spike coming from James Andrew Dorowin. Look at that on the replay. That cross-court hit.
Now let's see here. Marabi, libero of UNC Greyhounds. Once again for Baao, soft touch there.
Good coverage. But the net touch violation for Baao. That's a free point for the UNC Greyhounds.
(19-3) sa ating scoreboard. Baao to
The
attack.
middle. A little bit of collision there. But a good point by Quinto. Dorowin, but that's outside. Yan, syempre, bati naman po natin ang ating mga live viewers sa ating official Facebook page. Binabati po natin si Geoffrey Baal Baracena Jr., Evo Adachi, Cabral Keith Edward, shoutout po kay Marcel Cabral, Owen P. Broccoli. Maraming salamat po sa panonood sa ating live stream ngayong araw.
Strong attack coming from jersey number 8 here, Salgado. Or Rivero rather, of UNC Greyhounds.
Now Quinto will be serving on the side of the Greyhounds. Rebonaria. A good point.
(22-15). Game still alive here. Whoa! A monster block coming from the side of Suyan Baao. Let's see it one more time. Grabe, hindi kinaya doon ng UNC Greyhounds. There's still a chance here for our set number 1, 22-16. Soft touch here.
Good coverage there. No, Micalier, and that's outside. No good point for the Suyan Baao.
Yung nakikita natin yung mga atake dito ng Suyan Baao, medyo malalakas yung iba A lost opportunity for their team. But
However, di naibawi dito with that error. Libreng puntos for the Suyan Baao. It's 23-17. Now, Nicoberta setting up. Marabe. Now chance. Bayos in the middle. And that was a good point for Mendoza. And now Antonio will go inside.
kailangan bumalik dito ni Antonio on the side of UNC Greyhounds because as we can see right now, that's 23-18. A close matchup between UNC Greyhounds and Suyan Baao. Ampongan. Getting that point there. And with that, mapapatawag nga ng timeout dito sa side ng UNC Greyhounds as we ended it with 23-19. Look at that performance of Suyan Baao. These are just some of the highlights of our set number 1 for this matchup. Grabe naman, we didn't expect that this will be a close matchup between these two teams. Just like what UNC Greyhounds said, they will give us an intense game. At hindi din naman nagpatalo itong Suyan Baao. Look at that score difference. Still a good set number 1 for Suyan Baao. But after this timeout, let's see. How will this end? One more time for Ampongan. And he gets it right now.
Okay then, Brian. Thank you.
Binawian naman talaga after that last sequence. Now, set point for UNC Greyhounds. Just 1 point here. Suyan Baao, anong gagawin dito? Miscue. Ball is still alive. One more time. Antonio. Good coverage on the side of Baao. And they get it. The ball is still alive here.
It's not yet done for the Suyan Baao, even though the UNC Greyhound is now on the set point. Isang puntos na lamang to end the set with Antonio, and that ends our set for this as we look at this replay. Now Antonio on the opposite through the block, and it's set 1 mapupunta po dito sa UNC Greyhounds with 25-20 on the scoreboard.
And now, para sa ating set number 2, babalikan po natin kung sino nga ba ang ating makakakuha ng second set. Only here on Oragon Sports TV, Liga ng mga Kampiyon.
Oragon Sports TV, Liga ng mga Kampiyon, and Oragon Basketball League present OBL Open Men's Volleyball League Season 1. Magharaw Power Spikers, Ateneo Golden Knights, TGC Volleyball Sorsogon, UNC Greyhounds, Arriba Iriga, Tiger Men's Volleyball, PMC Health Defenders, Suyan Baao Volleyball Club, OBL Open Men's Volleyball League Season 1. Catch all the Oragon volleyball action on GNN Naga Digital TV Channel 48.1 and on Facebook, GNN TV 48 Naga, Oragon Sports TV, Oragon Basketball League, and on GNN TV 48 Naga YouTube channel. Powered by PLDT. Presented by DLP Printing Services, Naga College Foundation Incorporated, Safe Gas Station, Daily Gold Philippines, Cancer Eye Center, Uma Hotel Plus Residences, Agala Glass, Naga Optical, Kanakman Vice Mayor JJ Abante, University of Santo Tomas Legazpi, AD Sportswear and Apparel, Universidad de Santa Isabel, Respol Dental Clinic, Hardshed Hardware and Construction Supply, BCC Lloyd Supermart, Massive Builders System Incorporated, Carmelos, Just Brew, Claypot Restaurant and Cafe, Bad Guys, Chicken Run Boneless Fried Chicken, Motomo TV, Dolcas Construction and Supply, Digital Graphics Advertising, AAT Ads, Jag Sportswear, Tiger's Cafe, and Lemon Residences.
We are now back on the second set. Again, it's the battle between the Suyan Baao versus the UNC Greyhounds. At kanina nga nakita natin na ipanalo dito ng UNC Greyhounds with 25 points and Suyan Baao with 20 points. Talagang the match was too close, and let's see how the Suyan Baao will turn that score into favor into them. Tingnan natin yun dahil hindi pa tapos ang laban. It's just the second set right now. And now, jersey number 9, it's Doladia for the Baao. That a good cross court hit there.
For jersey number 14, nagrampa. The first point para dito sa ating UNC Greyhounds, but the first set we ended it with 25-20. That's a good start for this both teams, most especially for Suyan Baao. But right now, another point converted on the side of UNC Greyhounds.
That's a net touch violation for Braboneria. Kaim Braboneria, the setter, and now good dig there by Kimpo. Now Urpia, but Butial di nagawa ng paraan dito. Now we are seeing the second stringers for the UNC Greyhounds. Urpia on the middle, but the net touch violation again for the Suyan Baao. That was jersey number 5, Mendoza.
Ito yung sinasabi natin na ang daming naging error during the first set of Suyan Baao, and they need to lessen that this second set kasi maganda yung mga pinapakita nila, but of course natatalo lang sila dahil sa kanilang mga errors. But let's see for the second set, pero UNC Greyhounds gets that point.
And that was a good hit there for the UNC Greyhounds. The second stringers are actually inside for the UNC, and let's see kung ano yung technique dito ng coaching staff of the UNC Greyhounds right now. Braboneria, Kaim, the Rowan, good pick up there by Urpia. Now Butial, good pick up, setting up to the Rowan, but that's a good block. Now, as we can see, medyo the Suyan Baao are currently struggling on their side. Speaking of Suyan Baao, let's hear an update kung ano nga ba yung mga gagawin nilang adjustment on their side. We have Blessy. Blessy, ano ang update dyan?
That's it for the first set of Game 3, Suyan Baao versus UNC Greyhounds. Despite of a tough matchup, Suyan Baao showed heart and determination on the court today. Bawi at isa-isa lang. Yan ang sigaw ni Coach Chris sa kanila here on the court side. Never pressure yourself and just focus on the game dahil dikit naman ang laban. Greyhounds, maaga pa para magsaya at Baao, maaga pa para mawalan ng pag-asa. Kaya tutok lang dito sa GNN TV 48 Naga o Dragon Sports TV, Liga ng mga Kampyon. Yan muna ang balita dito sa courtside. Balik sa inyo, Tin and Kelly.
Thank you so much, Eliza. Yun nga, grabe din yung positivity on the side of Suyan Baao. Talagang they just need to enjoy the game because everything will fall into places. Just like what we have right now, 3-6. That's a good point coming from Suyan Baao. Sabi nga ni Coach Chris dito ng Baao community, they need to focus on the game. No need to pressure right now. Dahil nga, since maganda yung performance na pinapakita ng UNC Greyhounds, still Suyan Baao giving us a good matchup here this afternoon. 3-7 on our scoreboard. Shoutout dito kay Gerald Alayan, kay Cruz Bisenyo, Cedric James, kay Tristan Enrique, at kay Kim. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtutok. And now to hear an update from the side of UNC Greyhounds. Let's hear it from Ali. Hi Ali, anong update natin dyan on their side?
Thank you, Tim and Kelly. The energy from the crowd is surely magnified inside the hard court as Greyhounds are effectively slaying the game. With the team ensuring the best outcome, they continue to motivate each other and enjoy every moment inside the hard court. Paalala nga ng players sa isa't isa, ipagpatuloy lang ang maximum effort and make every opportunity count. Walang makakampante. Yan lang muna ang update dito sa side ng Greyhounds. Balik sa inyo, Tim and Kelly.
Thank you, Ali, for that. That's true. Wala mga kampante because the game is not yet done. Second set pa lang tayo. Let's see how they will turn this game into 3 sets only. And let's see kung mababawi ba dito ng Suyan Baao ang larong ito. Now, the Rowan will be serving. Coberta with a 1-2 play. Ribonaria Kaim setting up and that side. And that was a good point.
Well, if UNC Greyhounds planning to stop or to end this game with just 3 set, naku, hindi sila hayaan ng Suyan Baao. Papahirapan muna sila bago makuha yung set na yun. Because look at that last sequence for Suyan Baao. Let's see if this will continue. But right on that, another point conversion on the side of UNC Greyhounds. One thing that Suyan Baao needs to do is to strengthen their floor defense kasi ito yung nahahanapan lagi ng butas ng UNC Greyhounds. And now for the second set, again, this is a close matchup against Suyan Baao and UNC Greyhounds. And look at that! After that attack, coming from jersey number 14, let's see it one more time.
That was a good attack there.
Oh, we never expect that Suyan Baao will be this good. Ooh, good dig here. Now, ball is still alive. And that point will go on to the side of Suyan Baao. This is the closest point they have. 8-9. Isang puntos na lamang for Baao to match or to tie the game here. Pero hindi hayaan niya ng UNC Greyhounds.
And now Orpia on the service line. Rookie for the UNC Greyhound. Pick up there, Ribonaria. To Micalier. Look at that spike.
Even doon sa ating set number 1, itong si Micalier, maganda yung performance na pinapakita niya up until the second set of the game against UNC Greyhounds.
She's being consistent right now. That's why she's still part of the first 6 on the second set. Actually, kanina hindi siya part ng first 6 But they have an early substitution for that. But let's see, Ribonaria to Micalier. Another through the block for Micalier. And it's a good point for Suyan Baao. And we are now tied with 10-10.
This is the first tied-up game para dito sa ating Suyan Baao. And UNC Greyhounds, look at that. Nagrampa versus Micalier, and Micalier win 11-10. First time that Suyan Baao gets the lead here of 1 point. 11-10. Now, here are some of the highlights of Suyan Baao and UNC Greyhounds matchup for our second set. Micalier giving us a good fight here, good performance for Suyan Baao. So after this timeout, let's see kung anong changes on the side of UNC Greyhounds. Ito yung sinasabi nila on their side na huwag magpapakampante because we never know. And right now, Suyan Baao pinapakita na talaga na they are really determined to get the set number 2 and to extend the game.
That's routine. Now let's see if the Suyan Baao will continue to dominate this, but now Texon caught that bleed. So we are now tied again with 11 all. Now substitution for the UNC Greyhounds. Putia will go inside and Panabo will go out. Micalier, but a good block! Good block there by Morada. However, that was a dead ball because it's actually a good ball now, according to our referee. Another one. And that cut shot did not work for Micalier.
Nababasa na ng UNC Greyhounds yung mga galawan dito ni Micalier, kaya naman bantay sarad dito ng mga middle blockers ng UNC Greyhounds. Now let's see here. One more time for Micalier.
Good pick up by Kimpo. Now Orpio to the opposite, and that was a good shot. However, another net touch violation for Mendoza.
I don't know how many net touches meron na itong ating Suyan Baao from the first set up until the second set. They need to lessen that one.
If they want to be that close. Oh, that was a good block. Payong na payong dito ni Morada. Yung palo na yun, dahil bantay sarado talagang fino-focus na dito si Micalier, who is now contributing more points for the Suyan Baao. Now, Rabinoria, and pinabawi dito si Mendoza with that hit.
So now that Micalier yung binabantayan dito, yung ibang players ng Suyan Baao kailangan gumawa ng paraan to add a point here. Nahanapan ulit ng butas itong Suyan Baao for the second set. It's now 12:15 on our scoreboard. Morada to serve.
Kain, Berbonaria to Dorowin. But now, that was a block for the UNC, for the Suyan Baao rather. A good point for them. 2 puntos na lamang dito ang kalamangan ng UNC Greyhounds. Now, Micalier serving. Orpia, one hand set to the opposite. But on that spike, that goes straight down to the net. That was actually excellent. Did you see that, Teen? That one hand set by Orpia. 16-13 now. Berbonaria. And that is through the block for Banyaria.
Now for our second set, still a close match for these two teams.
Again, another error for Banyaria. And on the side of the UNC, still on the service line. Oops, that's a miss set. Now setting up to the opposite, the Rowan. And that's a net touch called for Pongan. That was a free point for the Suyan Baao.
It's still anyone's set for this second set, 15-17. Pero with that attack of Nagrampa, another point added on their team. 15-18 now. They're just 7 points away UNC Greyhounds on getting the second set.
That was an excellent hit on the opposite side. That was Banyaria through the block. And now he will be serving. Receive. Nagrampa and a good point. Pasok yung bola na yun dito.
Now UNC Greyhounds being consistent on their gameplay now.
Good pick up. Now. Again, another through the block for Mikalier. Another good point for her. Serving. Orpia on the opposite. Nagrampa. Ginawa ng paraan. Rabinoria. Ngayon, Morada. And that was a good point for Morada. We're saying now that the UNC Greyhound is now leading by 3 points, 5 points away to close this second set.
Now another point added for UNC Greyhounds, 21-17. But a timeout was called here on the side of Suyan Baao, because after that straight points coming from their team, yun na naman, binawi naman agad ng UNC Greyhounds dito yung kanilang puntos. Kaya naman humahabol sila ulit ng 4 na puntos dito against UNC Greyhounds. So right now, after this timeout, ano kaya yung gagawin dito ng Suyan Baao to lessen that gap and to make sure that the second set will be there?
Actually, Tina, on the early part of the second set, talagang nagtatay-tay dito. The score is close between the Suyan Baao and the UNC Greyhounds. However, the inconsistency of their plays, kaya naman nalalamang sa dito ng UNC Greyhounds. And, however, binabawi dito si Mendoza.
Bawian lang yung nangyayari dito sa laro ng UNC Greyhounds and Suyan Baao. 18-21. Naigigil doon si Texon. They really want to make sure that they will get the second set here.
Well, anyway, we apologize if maling name po or apelyido yung nababanggit namin dito, because we are just now monitoring the list that was given to us by the team. However, on nakalagay indicated on their jersey is different. So, nag-base lang po kami dito. However, on that play, that was a good one for the Suyan Baao. That's a good point.
19-22 now. Pero a very crucial error para dito kay Mikalier. They've given a bonus point for UNC Greyhounds here. 19-23. They're just 2 points away and cutting the set. Now Texon to serve. Denied by Ampongan.
Wow, another good point coming from Banyaria. Nakita mo na talaga dito, Tin, the unfamiliar faces, but with an excellent skills.
Huwag mo talaga silang i-smallin dito sa ligang ito. Every team talagang magagaling yung kanilang pinadala dito. But right now, may gigil doon. Supporting UNC Greyhounds. But now, they are on set point. Isa na lamang po for UNC Greyhounds. They will get 2 straight sets here.
Now serving, Butial, Urbonaria. And that was a good point. Hindi pa tapos dito ang laban by Banyaria. With that point, it's 24-21. Still, 3 set points for the UNC Greyhounds. But Ampongan ends this set with that hit in the middle. It was 25-21. It's UNC Greyhounds.
Oragon Sports TV Liga ng mga Kampiyon and Oragon Basketball League present OBL Open Men's Volleyball League Season 1. Magarao Power Spikers, Ateneo Golden Knights, 𝐏𝐶 Volleyball Sorsogon, UNC Greyhounds, Arriba Iriga, Tiger Men's Volleyball, PMC Health Defenders, Suyan Baao Volleyball Club, OBL Open Men's Volleyball League Season 1. Catch all the Oragon volleyball action on GNN Naga Digital TV Channel 48.1 and on Facebook, GNN TV 48 Naga, Oragon Sports TV, Oragon Basketball League, and on GNN TV 48 Naga YouTube channel. Powered by PLDT. Presented by DLP Printing Services, Naga College Foundation Incorporated, Safe Gas Station, Daily Gold Philippines, Camsur Eye Center, Uma Hotel Plus Residences, Agala Glass, Naga Optical, Kanakman Vice Mayor JJ Abante, University of Santo Tomas Legazpi, AD Sportswear and Apparel, Universidad de Santa Isabel, Respol Dental Clinic, Hardshed Hardware and Construction Supply, BCC Lloyd Supermart, Massive Builders System Incorporated, Carmelos, Just Brew, Claypot Restaurant and Cafe, Bad Guys, Chicken Run Boneless Fried Chicken, Motomo TV, Rolcas Construction and Supply, Digital Graphics Advertising, AAT Ads, Jag Sportswear, Tiger's Cafe, and Lemon Residences. Oragon Sports TV Liga ng mga Kampiyon and Oragon Basketball League present OBL Open Men's Volleyball League Season 1.
We are now back on the hard court for the third set of this game. Will the UNC Greyhound end this game, or the Suyan Baao will extend the set into the decision game? Let's see. And how these teams will showcase their skills when it comes to the offense and defense and volleyball.
Yes.
Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat, sa ating mga live viewers, sa ating official Facebook page and YouTube channel.
Yes, for our second set nga po, nagtapos po yun sa score na 25-21 in favor of UNC Greyhounds. And right now, napakaganda ng naging performance dito ng Suyan Baao. But the first point will go on to the side of UNC Greyhounds kasi talaga namang gustong-gusto na nilang matapos itong set na to, itong larong ito against Suyan Baao. So let's see kung magiging madali lang ba o papahirapan ulit sila ng Suyan Baao for this set. Let's see. 𝐏𝐿 to attack. Ball is still alive here. One more time for 𝐏𝐿. Denied on the net. Now that's 2 straight points for UNC Greyhounds. Now that's a consistent game for this team since the very first set. They just need to do it more right now since isang set na lang for them to get that win. Now let's see. Pero nakakuha na nga ng puntos itong ating Suyan Baao. Nagrampa through the blockers. Now a good start for UNC Greyhounds. Looks like will be a smooth set number 3 for UNC Greyhounds, but we never know. What will Suyan Baao do at this moment? Morada. On the side.
Now Rile with that spike. We're now seeing 3-1 that point. And Morada will be serving. But that was an error. A free point for the Suyan Baao.
Now, UNC Greyhounds looking good for our set number 3. So now, para pakinggan natin kung ano nga bang gagawin nila to snatch the set and win the game, let's hear it from Ali. Hi Ali, anong update natin dyan?
Bicolandia, you are still watching Oragon Volleyball League here in GNN 48 Naga and Oragon Sports TV, with the team carrying the Greyhounds' feisty attitude. Regardless of a short collapse during the second set, they still managed to bounce back with more refined plays and stronger individual spirit, making sure they win another set of this game. With their relaxed posture and strong team communication, they are certain they will bring home their first win of the season. That's it for now. Back to the panel.
Thank you so much, Ali, with that update. Of course, the UNC Greyhound is now showing their consistency when it comes to their attacks and, of course, their defense. Lalo na when it comes to net defense. Dito team talagang pinakita tayo on that second set. Tulong-tulong sila dito. That is why they were able to get that second set. But however, on the side of the Suyan Baao naman, on that early part of that second set, kinakaya. I mean, they're close to the point. However, the inconsistency talaga was always there. More errors, especially on the net. Kaya naman madaling nakuha dito ng UNC. And however, let's see. Di pa naman tapos yung laban. Let's see how they'll be able to cope with this situation. Kung tatapusin ba dito ng UNC Greyhounds or madidepensahan dito ng Suyan Baao at ilalaban hanggang dulo. However, on that part, speaking of Suyan Baao, let's hear an update on their side. We have Blessy. Blessy, ano ang update dyan?
It was a tough match-up with UNC Greyhounds. This time, muling dumapli sa kanilang mga palad ang panalo sa set na ito. Pero kung mapapansin nyo mga kaibigan, palitan lang ang pagpuntos ng dalawang koponan. Pumunta sila rito na may sobrang konti lang na preparation. Pero ang puntos ay hindi nagkakalayo. Ayon kay Coach Chris, ito ang kauna-unahang big game ng Baao. Pressured man at first-timers, they will not back down. Let's see who will win this game Game 3, only here on Oragon Sports TV. Back to you, Teen and Kelly.
Thank you so much, Eliza. So this is the first big game of Suyan Baao. But look at that performance on set number 2. Sinabi kanina ni Ali on the side of UNC Greyhounds, merong time at some point on that second set, the UNC Greyhounds collapse. But still, they get it. Pero pinahirapan sila ng Suyan Baao. And for this third set, ganun pa rin yung ginagawa ng Suyan Baao. Ang lapit pa rin ng puntos against UNC Greyhounds. Isang puntos lamang po yung kalamangan dito ng UNC Greyhounds. Kaya naman, if they really want to extend this game, they need to lessen that errors na nagawa nila during the first set and second set para bumawi dito and to extend the game. Because looking at UNC Greyhounds, kahit merong mga pagkakataon na meron silang mga errors, they're still doing their all para makuha yung set na ito. Now, 9-7 on our scoreboard. 2 straight points coming from UNC Greyhounds. Ampongat.
That was too long for Banyaria.
Ito na naman yung Suyan Baao sa malalakas nilang atake dito. So, that attack will be outside. And a bonus point para dito sa UNC Greyhounds. But that will be a service error para dito kay Ampongan. So, a bonus point for Suyan Baao. 10-8 na po sa ating puntos ng dalawang koponan. Now, Antonio. Good dig on the side of Baao. One more time for Mikalier. Denied. Once again. Nagrampa. Back to Antonio. Free ball bibigay dito ng Greyhounds. And andyan si jersey number 9, 𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐻. Antonio. Walang bantay dyan. Let's take a look at it again as Antonio gets that point. (11-9). 2-point lead of UNC Greyhounds. Ibigay kay Mikalier. Orpia to Morada with a strong attack. Determined to bring home the first win of their team here. Ito naman tayo sa palitan ng mga puntos. 12-10. Now Bisanyo will be back on the court here.
Now Orpia will go out and Ricoberto will go inside. The setter. Now jersey number 9 will be serving 𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐻. Ricoberto setting up. But that was 4 touches. 3 point for the Suyan Baao. Another one for 𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐻. Ricoberto to Antonio. And that was an exclamation point. Puntos for the UNC Greyhounds. Konti lang ang kalamangan dito ng UNC, and let's see on how the Suyan Baao mapantayan or to tie this score because they are now in 11. Now Mikalier, good dig. However, no one anticipate on that ball. Actually, that was a good dig for Nagrampa. But the hit was too strong. Let's see kung paano babawiin dito. Again, Nagrampa. That was through the block.
(14-12) now on our scoreboard. Just 2 points ang kalamangan dito ng UNC Greyhounds. And just like set number 1, set number 2, hindi pinapalayo ng Suyan Baao yung kalamangan dito ng UNC Greyhounds. I think the biggest gap, 5 or less than that. Now, Nagrampa. Quick attack here. And that's good para dito sa Suyan Baao.
Now Mikalier will be serving on their side. Coberta in the middle. And that strong hit coming from Ampongan. That was too strong. Look at that. Really will be serving. Mikalier. Rubonaria to Dorowin. And that was a good shot for Dorowin on the opposite side. Really again. Good receive. That was go straight down to the net. And a timeout called for the Suyan Baao. You can see Tin dito nalalamangan na naman ng UNC Greyhound because of the error coming from the Suyan Baao. And let's see after this timeout if they will cut this bleed and turn the favor into them. Nakita natin dito on how they will change their tactics or whatsoever, or if they will just continue the inconsistency and inside the court for their team. Pero kung talagang gustong bumawi dito ng Suyan Baao, it's not possible to have another or an extended set for them. And let's see and let's watch out for these players. And of course, on the side of the UNC Greyhounds naman, they just need to be consistent again when it comes to their spikes, and of course lessen their error as well, kasi dito pumupuntos talaga yung Baao. And again, an error for the Suyan Baao. As I have mentioned, it's now 18-13, 5-point lead for the UNC Greyhound. Another reception error for the Suyan Baao. That was service ace. Now Rila again on the service line. Now 𝐿𝐼𝐿. Turboneria on the back. 𝐿𝐼𝐿. Good pick up there by Antonio. Now setting up to Butial. Good coverage, however, that was a 4-touch violation. Now let's see on how this Suyan Baao will take and dominate the point on this set. 5 puntos ang kakailangan nila to tide this game.
19-14 now on our scoreboard. Ampongan, miscue on that one. So another bonus point para dito sa Suyan Baao. That will be 19-15. Yung sinasabi natin, just like the scenario on that set number 1 and set number 2. Kapag nakakalamang na yung UNC Greyhounds, sumahabol naman agad yung Suyan Baao. So let's see. Pero another error committed on the side of Suyan Baao. Countless of errors on their side. Ito yung kailangan nilang bawasan dito. But just like what they said earlier, na ito nga yung pinakamalaking liga na nasalihan dito ng Suyan Baao. So this is a good opportunity for them kung ano nga ba yung kanilang potential kapag naglalaro ng volleyball. But another error committed on their side. So a bonus point para dito sa ating UNC Greyhounds. Napatawag na nga po dito ng timeout para tingnan kung ano pa ba yung magagawa dito para sa mga huling puntos ng laro.
Of course, the coach of the Suyan Baao is maximizing their timeouts. Of course, para to mabuelo dito yung mga bata and change their tactics. Para naman makabawi dito, they're trying to use this